Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back and supporting it. It's much appreciated. Today is a slightly different review. Today we have a coat hook. A brown painted, slightly rusty old coat hook. Does this have any connection to Superman, and is it very interesting, or is it just an old coat hook? It is an old coat hook, but it does have a very interesting story. Having loved Superman the movie from the age of 8, I've always wanted to go to the filming locations in Alberta, Canada. So I decided I would do that on a special year. So I went on the 40th anniversary in 2018. I flew out to Calgary. There's 15 locations there from Superman 3 and Superman the movie, ranging from the place where Miss Teschmacher's car flips over to Smallville Cemetery, the Lana Lang house, there's the chemical plant from number 3, there's the bridge which the truck falls off of in number 3, loads more, and obviously the Holy Grail, which is the Kent farm. So I'll do another video about the locations at some point, but today this is all about this coat hook. So I got in touch with the lady who was currently living at the Lana Lang house in High River, and I said, would you mind if I come and visit? And they said, no problem at all. So I went to visit, and she invited me in for a coffee, and I sat on the veranda, on the balcony, having a coffee where Ricky's dog Buster was tied up, which was a very surreal moment to be sitting where that was actually filmed. But this lovely lady, went one better than that. She said, come into the living room. Well, I really wanted to go into the living room because I wanted to stand in the same place that Chris Reeve did, next to the couch in the lounge when Lana's on the phone saying that a truck had crashed on the bridge. And when I got there, I was amazed to find that the front door is exactly the same front door that Chris Reeve walks through as Superman when he leaves to go and try and save the truck on the bridge. And also, this lovely lady had moved her couch to be in the exact same position as the couch was in Superman 3. And I was able to stand in the same place Chris Reeve did. I also went through to the kitchen where Lana was on the phone while Ricky was doing his homework. All of those scenes were shot inside the house, not on a soundstage, which is unusual, but they were all in that house. So I was very pleased to be there. The lady was so kind to me. And while I was there, she said, I'd like to give you something from the house. She said, but I don't know what I can give you. So what she gave me was this coat hook. And the reason she gave me this old coat hook is because it was in the cloakroom of the house, and it's one of the only original parts that hadn't been changed. Everything else had been decorated. Everything else, I mean, the rooms were still the same, but everything had been decorated. As I say, the front door was still the same, which I was lucky to walk through and touch the same handle as Chris Reeve did. But this was a cloakroom that hadn't changed. So this hook was there when they were filming, and you know, to everybody else, it's a rusty old coat hook, and it's not an amazing piece of memorabilia, but it meant a lot to me because this lady was so kind. She said, you'd flown all this way from Britain just to come and see these locations and come to this house. I want you to take a little bit away with you. And I thought that was ever so kind, and it meant an awful lot to me. And we're still in touch today. The lady no longer lives there, but the house looks exactly the same, apart from it being painted. It's different on the outside, but it was very surreal to see it because it just looks exactly the same as it did in Superman 3. So this here is from the Lana Lang house in High River in Alberta, Canada. So I hope you found that little story interesting. I thought it'd be nice to share it with you. As I say, it's not a great item, but to me it means an awful lot. And the people of Canada, when I visited, were very, very kind. And another lady who allowed me to go on her land to take pictures of the bridge where the truck falls off in number 3, which is in Longview. And the lady said, oh, we've cooked you a dinner. We'll, come and stay for the afternoon. And firm friends for life, really. Very, very, very nice people. and I hope to return and do another trip to Alberta, Canada next year, and take some friends with me to do a lot more coverage of these wonderful locations, which, as I say, are all in one place. They're all literally an hour and a half from Calgary, and it's just so real to stand and look at the Kent Farm, or stand where the cemetery scene was filmed in Drumheller. There's some wonderful locations. You can even find, if you have the coordinates, because there's no named roads, where the spaceship crashed. You know, where Aaron Slominski comes out of the pod and first meets Ma and Pa Kent. They're all there. They're all there if you know where to look. Some lesser known ones, where Lex and Otis get stuck on the bridge and Miss Teschmacher climbs up the side of the bridge to reprogram the rocket. That's there. If you know where to look, they're all there. But I'll go through those on another occasion. One thing I would like to share with you is in September, I plan to make a trip to Las Vegas and spend some time with Mr. Jim Bowers, a good friend of mine and obviously a good friend of most of the Superman community. He's the founder and editor of CapeWonder.com and pretty much an expert on everything Superman. We're going to be taking a very special trip while I'm there to some wonderful filming locations, which are in the middle of nowhere, very difficult to find. I've been there before, so I'm really pleased to be able to take Jim there, and we're going to cover it over a couple of days and do lots of filming, lots of photos, and hopefully put it on the channel. So I'm very excited about this. This is going to be a really good trip, and hopefully we can bring some great footage and some great stories from there's two locations for the two locations that we're going to visit, and hopefully that'll be of interest to you. So once again, thank you very much for watching and supporting me. As I say, I'm very new to this. I'm getting used to it, and I'm not particularly brilliant in front of the camera, but on this rare occasion, you do get to see me. So thanks very much. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and then you'll be aware of my next uploaded video. In the meantime, stay super, as Mr. Jim Bowers would say, and I'll see you soon.